Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Welcome to the GCM Skill Garage once again.
Yes.
Today we're doing a very special rig review on this fantastic truck. A whole bunch of you guys have seen this thing traveling all over the universe already.
Mm-hmm.
When did you build this?
Last winter, actually, was when I built it.
So it's a year old already.
Yeah, it's seen the circuit this year. As you said, it sort of went around and some people got to see it this year, so that's nice.
So this is Dana's build. It's a Stroppe Bronco body. Underneath it is mostly Stroppe Bronco, and then we stuffed it full of GCM stuff.
GCM goodness, absolutely.
So we got to tell the story of this truck, is it? Because it's sort of the build idea. I don't know. Did you have the build idea before we went to make them auction?
No. It's completely that story.
Okay, so yeah, this is really funny, and I want to thank Rob Matthews for actually making this happen.
Yeah.
He's a Bronco nut, Lone Ranger. A lot of you guys have known him, seen his builds all over the internet, and of course he's a GCM team driver, and Rob also runs the GCM Tiny Trucks USA store.
It's such a privilege when we go there, because not only do we get to go to Florida, yay for us.
Yay, it's snowing here.
But he has two of the most beautiful one-to-one full-size Broncos, as you know. And they're 74 and 72 or 73. Sorry, Rob, if I get it wrong.
No, I think they're both 74s.
Okay.
I think they're both 74s.
But they're beautiful, and so we have that privilege when we do go to actually see one-to-one.
Now, one of our trips to Florida, we had the privilege of going to see Mecum auction, which is, I don't know, you describe it.
My mind was blown. I mean, you check out the videos from when we went, because when we went to Florida, we're like, oh, we're going to an auction. And I was like, oh, great, you know, not understanding what we were showing up to.
Yeah.
And when we showed up to that, it was better than Barrett Jackson. For those who are gearheads, it was incredible, and there was a day or two worth of viewing cars and trucks. It was amazing, and
it was amazing.
And so when we got there and we toured, there was a collection that this gentleman had, and in that collection was a one-to-one Stroppe Bronco.
So you picked up the brochure for his car collection.
I did.
You should show that off.
Yeah. So this is, I guess, the gentleman's name, Wayne, up there. This is his collection of cars that he auctioned off. And they are some of the most beautiful cars, and rarest muscle cars that you will find. I think one of his strategies was he wanted not only a rare muscle car, but a low VIN number muscle car. And so in that, he had a Stroppe, if I'm saying that right, Bronco. And that was seeing that live in person, that was the inspiration for this. It was unbelievable. And so there it is in the book.
Well, that was definitely an inspiration to all of us, and you took, I don't know, 100 pictures?
I did.
Of the actual truck standing there. Yeah, it was pretty bonkers.
Yeah, it was amazing. And that was, once I saw it, I knew that I had to build it, so I was privileged enough to take a bunch of pictures to get the details so that I could create this.
Exactly. So it's one thing to actually own the real truck.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
But, you know, the next best thing, of course, is what we do in Tiny Trucking.
Is build them, because we can't afford to own them in one-to-one, so we make them miniaturized.
This is seriously the most realistic Stroppe Bronco I've ever seen in my life as a model. I mean, the handiwork and the craftsmanship that got poured into this build, it's just beyond belief. Wait till we show you the interior. But I remember you making the
wasn't that?
the spare tire cover, and it was like, what did this thing actually start as?
So it was an RC tire cover, but it was black.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how
Fabric,
much
too, I
Yeah,
think.
fabric. Thank you. I
Yeah.
didn't realize how much fabric absorbs paint, especially going from black to white. I think there's probably about 2 quarts of white paint. It probably weighs about 6 pounds to
man.
get it black. So it took a lot of paint to get it to that point, but it came out right. It kind of had that vinyl feel to it once it was done, which is what I was after.
It's really cool, and it kind of has a little bit of the fabric-y crinkle still on it and stuff, but then, of course, you got this incredible decal set.
Yeah, and again, I thank Rob for that. He gave me the decal set, which really sort of escalated the build, because one of the challenges when we do builds is whether you have a decal set that will match it, and lucky enough, Tamiya made a set that worked, so I was happy.
That's cool. Like, it's Tamiya was thinking ahead just for you.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Years ago when they made their
Tamiya.
Bronco body.
I'll tell you though, Tamiya is still one of my favorites out there, no doubt.
So, it's funny, we were just talking about this, the Stroppe Bronco is a limited edition. I think it was Bill Stroppe that produced these, right?
Yeah.
And so when you look through magazines, here's Bronco Driver magazine, for instance, and you flip it to a page in Bronco Driver magazine, and of course there's a Stroppe Bronco that some vendor's showing off because it's the iconic, special edition Bronco.
Right.
And this truck is a little bit famous too, because also in Bronco Driver, Tom did a great write-up of us being part of the 50th anniversary Bronco Festival called Super Celebration in Tennessee. And the truck's in the pictures. So,
Yay. Yay for us.
This truck has been to Mike and Susie Duff's Duff Parts factory.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean this thing
Tennessee, right?
in Tennessee.
Yeah.
This truck has traveled.
You betcha. And for those who know Broncos, know the Stroppe, but maybe I should just give a bit of insight as to what Stroppe is. Obviously, it's a gentleman, and he worked with Ford. He was into racing, and then he got into Baja racing. And so he made a bunch of special edition Baja Broncos back in the day, and so this is indicative of that.
Really nice. Really nice. There's some rare equipment on here from GCM. For instance, there's 5-bolt antique finish slot rims.
Yeah.
I think these are one of a kind, or maybe there's 2 sets.
I think there's 2 sets, and I was lucky enough to get them. As you say, they've got that vintage tinge to them.
Yeah. And still back when GCM was doing 5-bolt. So that's hard to find now. You've definitely customized it, got license plate going on, and you've done some exterior bodywork that takes it away from the Lexan look.
You're right.
And that's the stuff that, to me, just sends it, from the first appearance, it just sends it to the next level.
Again, a must in a Lexan build, if that's the body that you have. I like to paint them on the outside. That gives it more.
I like that too.
More of a scale or realistic appearance.
But you've done this pinstriping on it too, which is model after the real one, of course.
Yep. Yeah.
And the rain rail on the top as well.
You betcha.
There's a lot of fine detail.
Yeah, and even the dual gas tank caps.
Yeah.
All a little bit on it that again send it to the next level, which is what we do day in and day out.
I love it.
Yeah, I really like the scale Bronco GCM bumpers on this. I think it really makes it that much better.
And you can comp these, unless you're Mike Kirby and you can bend them. The rest of us can actually drive the Broncos with these aluminum bumpers and not bend them.
Yeah, they're pretty tough, and again they look the part.
Yeah, you have to show off the interior of this truck.
Okay, that's where a lot of time and effort went into, not only painting the body, but there was definitely some thought to what the interior should look like.
Look at that.
So,
wow,
go
it's
for
bonkers. You got to show off the magazine pictures. We'll do like a comparo.
Okay.
Because this is so beyond belief, okay? So, I'll just hold this up here and let you look inside.
So, if you look, there's the interior, and then dashboard, front seats specifically, and then you can see the rear seat. And then so I used that as a jumping off point to create the interior that's there. So even the seats with the armrests, the style of seat, the finish of the seat, white on white, and then the dash with white and black, even the steering wheel. Everything was to mimic the one-to-one. There was a lot of thought into looking at what the one-to-one was and then duplicating that in an RC. And I think it turned out quite well.
This truck is so bonkers nice. I can't believe it.
I even forgot about the
Amazing.
The door skins. The door skins again are hand fabbed and they're there to mimic again the real thing. So I think I did a good job. I hope I did.
You did an incredible job.
I hope I did.
Oh, it's incredible.
There's not only, and so this interior tub is one of our GCM interior tubs, which is quite nice, and again was as a perfect sort of way to build the interiors. I love it. It was a good product so that I could accomplish the interior that it is.
And it's tough. I mean,
Yeah,
the kit is all styrene.
yeah,
So you have a really strong structural component when you're done too.
yeah.
Isn't that incredible? Look at that.
Thank you.
Wow.
Not only that, it's even underneath it, it's got a bunch of GCM parts which really make this different than any other Viterra Bronco out there. As you can see, it's got the GCM sliders, which are amazing and super smooth. You've got the leaf spring package on the back, which, like the real thing, had leaves in the back. It's just amazing. And then, of course, with the Viterra brand, we've created the motor forward design. So we have the motor up front, the plate and everything there. And what that allowed us to do with the GCM interior is have a flat deck to build off of. And this is what you can create if you put those bits on it, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so nice.
Even this, I find Viterra overchromed the front grille.
It's true.
You know how they overchrome that, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot of time and attention to detail to dull it down a bit. So that's what's happened there. I think it again turned out okay. This body was painted
Amazing.
both on the inside and outside. So if anyone was to ever use it and it scratched, hopefully the color would still come through. Yeah, lots of fun.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Really, really well done. Oh man, that's just incredible.
It's never seen any trail time, but rest assured, there are a few Broncos in our stable that you've been wheeling for this year.
Yes, that's for sure.
The Viterra brand, and they are incredible performers. And with the coils up front and the leaves out back, it's a great platform, and definitely this thing hitting the trails would be an animal for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this is extremely nice truck.
Thank you very much. It was a fun build. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed going to Florida, the auction, having inspiration, and having a lot of the pieces that I could put together to make it happen. It was a really fun build.
Yeah, and you did a great job.
Thank you.
I'm in awe. I seriously need to spend a lot more time on my interior work and try to get it up to this sort of level. It's so rewarding. I mean, this thing is very nice.
Mm-hmm. You know, you finish the build and it hits, either it ends up on a shelf or you tour it around, in our case, and then when you sort of sit back and revisit it months later, it's actually it's a nice thing, because you realize how much time and effort you did put into it.
And these are so special, like there's even 65th size.
Yeah.
Green Light's doing special Stroppe Bronco Baja trucks. This is the one. I mean, this is the one, the iconic special Bronco.
Yeah, for sure. So
yeah,
pretty special, and I was glad that I was able to build it.
Great job.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I hope you guys had a chance to see this touring around with the GCM crew last in 2016. We certainly enjoyed showing it off, and for all you that offered to buy it,
Well,
that was your chance, but it's gone.
Yeah, it's gonna have a new home,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's sad to see go, but I hear it's going to end up as a showpiece and something to talk about at Rocks and Shocks, which is a venue that we went to a couple weeks ago, an indoor venue near us, which was a lot of fun. So. Dave down there, he's going to have it as a showpiece there, and its new home is going to be there. So every time we hit Rocks and Shocks, I'm going to make sure I'm going to have a good look at it and reminisce.
Well, I'll tell you, if you want to see this truck again, go to Rocks and Shocks and ask Dave really nicely, and you might have to bring him a cappuccino.
There you go.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Another amazing truck by the hands of Dana Clark, and so we're very happy to show it off on the channel here, and happy trucking.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye. The phone's ringing.
It's a busy place.
Seriously.
It's not a bad thing.
Try to start a video and the phone rings, and then the other phone rings.
Yeah, we got to stare at Steve over there.
Yeah. What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steve.
It's a good thing I had a little bit of hair, you're not going to get a glare.
That's why I wear a hat.
Cut down the glare.